Hello and welcome to the Book Marketing Simplified podcast. I'm Jen Hanson-dePaula.
And I'm Marcus-dePaula. Jen, you asked our followers on Instagram what it was that they were struggling with the most. And what did they say?
Well, I was kind of surprised at this answer because it was numerous times that this struggle came up, and it was the topic of motivation. How do I find motivation to post regularly on social media? And I get it. When you aren't seeing the response that you're expecting and when you feel like you're just kind of floundering around, it feels like a chore.
Yeah.
And it's something that can be just a dreaded time of your day when you're not seeing what you want to see happen on social media. So I get it. But the thing that I want to reiterate is that social media can actually be a lot of fun. You can connect with incredible people, and it doesn't need to take over your entire life. It's something that you can turn around very quickly if you just make a few adjustments.
And this is coming from somebody who spends all day on social media.
Yes.
So if anyone has the opportunity to get sick of it, that would be you.
Exactly.
So what keeps you going? How do you not get sick of it?
Well, the biggest thing is knowing exactly who your ideal reader is. I know that we drill this in time and time again, but it's literally the cornerstone to everything.
It's important.
It is very important. And when you think about stepping up in front of 10,000 people to address them, that is very, very intimidating. It's hard to know exactly what 10,000 individual people are interested in.
Right.
When you can focus on just one person, it not only removes that insecurity and that fear of posting, but it gives you clarity and you're connecting with someone that you like, that you want to connect with. There is an author that I talked to about a year ago who said, "What if you don't actually like your ideal reader?" And I said, "Oh, then you need to change it." Who she originally thought wasn't her actual ideal reader. She was trying to fit into something that wasn't her.
I see.
And so she was just kind of going towards, oh, maybe this group of people would like that, or this type of person would like this kind of book.
Yeah.
But that really wasn't at her heart. It wasn't who she wanted to connect with.
Well, and something that I've heard a lot of people respond with, why would I want to talk to just one person? I'm using social media so I can connect with thousands or hundreds of thousands of people.
I always use the visualization of when you try to talk to everyone and be everything to everyone, it's like taking a handful of pebbles and standing on the shore and just tossing it as far as you can.
Mm-hmm.
And you just get these little points of impact all over the place. It doesn't make a splash. It doesn't resonate because it's weak and it's very small. But when you talk to an ideal reader, it's like taking a boulder and going into the middle of the lake and slamming it down because it's very concentrated. It's very focused. And even though you just have that one point of impact that makes a huge splash, the ripples reach way further than any little pebble ever would. And so that is the idea with having an ideal reader, because you can get very specific, very concentrated topics that will resonate well beyond that one ideal reader.
All right, so having good motivation for spending time on social media starts with knowing who you're talking to and making sure you enjoy speaking to that person. What's another factor that can help authors improve their motivation?
One of the best things that you can do is to follow people that you enjoy. Making your feed enjoyable rather than a dreaded chore every day is something that will not only make you more effective with your time in engaging with people that you want to connect with and engage with, but it's also going to remove accounts that just kind of bring you down, that frustrate you, that maybe make you feel bad about yourself, it is perfectly fine to either unfollow or mute certain accounts. If that is going to help your overall mentality and your headspace, do it. That's fine. Don't be afraid to unfollow people. Don't be afraid to just follow readers that you feel that you have a connection with, that you feel that you want to know more about and to connect with.
So what I'm hearing you say is that I don't just have to follow accounts, A, hoping that they're going to follow me back,
Yeah.
or B, in the topic area that I'm trying to pitch my book to.
Absolutely. And I think that there was this mentality very early on when social media came around that it was taught, if you want to grow your following, you have to follow a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And that is totally not true.
Right.
And I think that that's hurt us as well, like within how we consume social media, because we've thought, oh, I have to follow this person, hoping that they'll follow me back, and just kind of cross my fingers.
They're probably not going to.
No. And the best way for you to even get some traction with them is to leave genuine comments and to engage with the people that are in their community. So no, you do not have to follow everyone. Fill your feed with good things.
One last quick tip for authors on how they can improve their motivation for spending time on social media. What is it?
It's focusing on quality over quantity. You absolutely do not have to post every day. If you are only able to create 2 posts a week, let's say you're really heavy into your edits, you're writing, you're in a zone, that's awesome. Don't feel like you have to post every single day. Using quality content rather than just doing a bunch of mediocre content is going to get you so much more engagement and so much more response than trying to, just put something out there just to
meet
post.
a quota.
Yeah. So if one of your goals is to grow your audience, knowing what each of the features of Instagram does is really important. So if you want to grow your audience, focus on Reels. If you aren't as keen on growing this big number, but you want to build engagement, focus on creating posts in your feed and in your stories. It's really educating yourself on what you should use to help you accomplish your goals rather than trying to drive yourself crazy doing everything, just see what works.
Yeah. And I've heard you say before that a lot of times it takes a while to kind of figure out what it is that is going to resonate, that's going to provide that quality engagement for you. And on top of it, it takes us a while to develop our muscle for doing this on a regular basis and having it become something that's easy and that's not a chore.
Yes.
Listening to what you're talking about with the quality also reminds me of what we talked about in the previous episode about having a plan with goals and strategy.
Yeah, and that really is kind of like a bonus tip here, because we do talk about it a lot, but everything comes down to a plan. When you know what you're going to post, what type of content you want to post, and what is connecting with your ideal readers, it's going to be easy to create that consistency that you need. But it's also going to help you work so much faster with creating your content, because you're not kicking yourself thinking, like, oh, what am I going to post today? It's already planned out. And so when you can take the time to create a plan and know what you want to post and how to connect, it's going to be so much easier and less time consuming.
And I know for me too, I have to stop thinking about it as something separate from my overall creative process of what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
It's all part of it. And I can be inspired by what I'm seeing on social media, by what I'm creating to put on social media. It can give me an idea for a new blog post, for a new book. It could give me an idea for a new course. So it all works together, not seeing it as, okay, now I have to stop being an author so I can put my social media hat on and do my marketing work. It's like, no, it's all the same thing.
That's a very, very good point. And it's very true. It all works together.
And so that's why the strategy is so important.
Absolutely.
And so to help you with your strategy, we are starting up some more free workshops. So if you're not on our email list already, make sure that you are. If you're not following Jen on social media already, make sure you are.
Yes, at mixusmedia.com.
That's right. And we'll have these at various times. So no matter when you're listening to this, take a look at mixusmedia.com to see what workshops we have coming up so that we can help you get your strategy started.
Absolutely. And these are going to be very helpful to helping you not only find your ideal readers, but to understand how to best use your content to connect with readers and to drive them to your newsletter. And it's really going to help you save time, see bigger results, and to be more motivated to do social media and marketing.
Look at that, bringing it around
Look
full
at
circle.
that. I tell you, it's like we're professionals or something. So today's Make It Happen moment is to go sign up for our newsletter at mixusmedia.com, because we are going to have some really great tools coming at you for putting all of this to work.
And make sure to email us, DM us, let us know what other questions you have. This was a great issue that came up on social media, and we want to make sure that we are addressing the problems that you all are having as authors. So let us know.
Absolutely. Until next time.
Thanks for listening.